How's it going, Rogues Gallery, and welcome to another Flesh and Blood video here on Red Zone Rogue. Today, we are talking about Iyslander, Volkor, and the brand new Flesh and Blood set, Uprising, because today, or at least it'll be yesterday for you folks, there has been a sneaky, like preview drop, I guess you can call that, at the bottom of the latest lore article. And I check out all of the lore articles. I think the lore in Flesh and Blood is fantastic, and you should definitely read it. I highly recommend reading the article. We're not going to go into that today. We're not going to be diving into the lore, but you should definitely read it. It's really exciting. It has to do with Iyslander, how she got the silver hair, because it used to be black, because Iyslander is from Volkor. And we have a guest appearance by none other than Shiana. We have Iyslander, her experiences in Aria, and her potential return to Volkor. And there's some really, really cool things to talk about. So I haven't memorized it all. I just finished reading the article and then taking a look at the sneak preview stuff at the bottom. There's a little thing you can click that says Iyslander's Journey. And you click on Iyslander's Journey, right? And it says Journey Day 1. And we have 5 cards from Uprising. And then you scroll down, it says Journey Day 2. I don't know. Journey Day 3. I don't know. There's some blank cards. Day 4. I don't know. Day 5. An article called In Flames. And then an article called Uprising. I'm so excited for this. This means on April 26th, 5 days from now, or 4 days from now, whenever you're watching this, we're going to have the official reveal of Uprising, as well as an article called In Flames. So first of all, whoever is coming up with these names, we're going to be best friends, because this is called In Flames, and there have been many, many other references to metal bands in the history of Flesh and Blood, and now we're tapping into my favorite genre of metal, melodic death metal, and In Flames is their a progenitor of the genre. I was surprised that it wasn't called In Flames and the next article was called like At the Gates or something like that. If you're doing one about like Dark Tranquility, hit me up. They're my favorite band of all time. Anyway, I'm so excited. So let's take a look at the cards. The first one, you'll know. It's Iyslander. It's the same Iyslander from Everfest, which is a very, very interesting precedent, right? They printed Iyslander in Everfest as kind of like a preview of Uprising. That's crazy. That's so crazy at Majestic. But here, as you can see, she is a token, right? So first of all the people who want to play Iyslander in Commoner, we have a young Commoner or young token version of Iyslander. So you can definitely play Iyslander in Commoner now. And she has the exact same abilities. Okay, so what this tells me, right off the bat, we're having Elemental Ice in Uprising. Also, I think we're gonna have 2 talents here. Aria had 1 talent divided 3 ways. I think we're gonna have 2 distinct talents here, because I think Volkor is gonna have fire. I think this set is gonna be fire and ice. I think we're gonna have a fire versus ice Volkor themed set, which is super exciting. So I think the Volkor talent's gonna be fire. I don't think it's gonna be elemental fire, because elemental is from Aria, and that's where Iyslander is drawing her powers from. So I think it's gonna be something else, some other kind of fire, like spirit fire or something, something like that, not elemental fire. But yeah, we have Iyslander. She looks awesome. We have her and her young version, and like I said, it's the same abilities. One thing to note is she has a really weird life total for the adult version. She has 36 health, which is just a weird number. It makes sense, right? It's just double the young version, double the 18. But yeah, I just think it's kind of funny. So yeah, there's Iyslander, but that's not all. We have a whole bunch of ice cards and ice wizard cards, which means we're gonna have wizard in Volkor. Are we gonna have more than one wizard? That's a really interesting question. Is Iyslander the only wizard in Volkor or in Uprising? I don't know. Anyway, we have Channel the Bleak Expanse. This is going to be like a continuation of that cycle. We had Channel Mount Heroic, Channel Thunderstep. This is Channel Bleak Expanse. And this one is an Ice Action Aura. It costs 1. It has a blue pitch value, which is really important for Iyslander. We didn't go over Iyslander's abilities. I kind of just assume that you know what she does, because it's the same from It's the same from Everfest. Anyway, so Channel Bleak Expanse. It has Go Again. It's an aura, blocks for 2. Heroes can't reveal cards, search decks, or draw cards from effects. It seems pretty backbreaking here. And it also says channel ice at the beginning of your end phase. Put a flow counter on Channel the Bleak Expanse, then destroy it unless you put an ice card from your pit zone on the bottom of your deck for each flow counter on it. So it's got that kind of like channel mechanic. Also, we have Encase. This is a majestic elemental wizard action. So the elemental wizard border looks so cool. It looks so awesome. So Encase is also a really good card. So 0 cost card, Ice Fusion, blocks for 3, deal 3 arcane damage to any target. Okay, so this is, I think, the first time we've seen any target, and I think this is going to be the case going forward for a lot of stuff. It's going to differentiate between heroes and other things, and I think this is important in terms of PvE. Like, I think they're putting this on, like, this sort of templating on cards now for PvE, right? So you can target monsters or minions or whatever. So 3 damage to any target. If Encase was fused, it deals damage to a hero. Okay, let me read that again. If Encase was fused and deals damage to a hero, freeze that hero and all equipment they control until the start of your next turn. Freeze means a frozen object can't be played or activated. So you just kind of make it so they can't use their hero or any of their equipment, which is really good. And this card costs 0. It's a red card, just to note, it's a red card. So you can't play it at instant speed with Icelander, but still. The next card you can, because this is Ice Bolt. This is a 2 cost Ice Wizard action. So we have Elemental Wizard, and now we have specifically Ice Wizard. And the border is also very, very awesome. This just says deal 3 arcane damage to any target. It's a common card, which there probably means that we have a yellow version and a red version. So this looks like Voltic Bolt, right? So the red version would deal 5 arcane damage to any target. So this is very, very close to like Voltic Bolt, and this seems very strong. So I really like the Ice Bolt. That means that Icelander can basically play 2 sets of Voltic Bolts. You can play your regular Voltic Bolts, and then you can play your Ice Bolts. So that's really cool. That makes me also wonder if every wizard is going to have like a bolt, like a fire bolt or whatever. Like if a fire wizard has a fire bolt. I don't know. That seems really cool though. So I really dig this. And it also just really makes me wonder. So we have Essence of Ice, and then we have Elemental Wizard. I wonder if we're going to have some other way to determine if it's fire. And you could still have like fire wizard cards, but then Elemental Fire Wizard heroes can use it, and then like the Volcor Fire Wizard can use it. I don't know, I'm getting in kind of the weeds here, but yeah, that is day 1. Then we also have day 2, day 3, and day 4 of cards, followed by a big lore drop and the official announcement of Uprising. So I hope you're all excited as I am. Wizard's not my favorite class, but I love spellcasters, and I just love Flesh and Blood. So seeing all this stuff is just so exciting and so cool. Uprising is going to be an awesome set where it's almost 100% going to be Volcor, because, you know, we can show these images here. The In Flames and the Uprising article they're images of Volcor. They're images of Volcor. So it's going to be a Volcor set. I think it's going to be like Icelander, maybe another character or something going into Volcor. So I think it's going to be similar to Monarch, right? We'll have like this dichotomy of, you know, a couple different talents. So I'm really excited for it. In Flames, dude. That's so cool. Yeah, I really dig it. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Are you as excited about Uprising as I am? I'm very excited. It's almost hard for me to talk. I'm so excited. So we're going to leave that until another video when we talk about the next batch of cards in Icelander's journey. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time. 追い風すぎる